Moldy soil is a common problem that often befalls houseplants, in addition to yellowing leaves and spider mites. Mold can deplete nutrients, stunt growth, and expose your plants to diseases, even though it's not always dangerous. How to identify mold on soil? Mold can present itself in various colors and may appear fuzzy, slimy, or powdery. Your plants may have mold in the soil if they are not flourishing or are exhibiting signs of stress. Growth that is pink, white, or light orange usually indicates a fungal infection in your plant. Another sign that your plant is afflicted with mold is a musty smell that certain types of mold produce. Why houseplant soil gets moldy? Mold and other fungi can form in soil after prolonged exposure to excessive moisture. Poor soil drainage. Your plant's health depends on how well water drains through it. If your soil does not drain well or is not given time to dry out, it creates ideal conditions for mold to grow. Inadequate soil drainage can also result in root rot, which can kill your plant and turn its leaves yellow or brown. Overwatering. One of the most frequent causes of mold growth is overwatering your plant. An ideal environment for fungi to grow is created when soil remains wet for extended periods of time. Very few plants require soil that is constantly wet. Water your plants according to their needs, and usually don't give them more water until the top inch of soil is completely dry. High humidity. Humidity is preferred by many tropical plants, but too much humidity keeps the soil permanently wet and encourages the growth of mold. To lower humidity, make sure you're giving your plants enough air circulation. Stagnant air allows humidity and mold spores to build up. Organic matter. Leaves or plant debris provide a source of nutrients for mold to grow. Mold and fungi feed on decomposing organic matter. Therefore, you must remove fallen leaves. How moldy soil affects plant health. While not all fungi are bad for houseplants, certain strains can impede their growth. Moldy soil can absorb nutrients from most plants. A heavily infected plant is more vulnerable to illnesses and other environmental stresses, and in extreme circumstances, moldy soil can even cause a plant to die. How to get rid of moldy soil. Fortunately, mold removal from soil is not too difficult. Fungus mats can be scraped off the soil's surface and thrown away, or the soil can be completely replaced with new potting mix. Improving soil drainage is another method that gardeners frequently use to get rid of mold on the soil around houseplants. Peat moss, vermiculite, wool pellets, and other amendments can help improve drainage in soil that isn't draining well enough. It might be necessary to use a liquid fungicide if the infection is severe. Copper-based fungicides can be extremely toxic to certain plants. How to prevent moldy soil. Improve soil drainage. Correcting the soil drainage is the first and most crucial step in keeping mold away from indoor plants. Empty saucers, choose containers that have drainage holes, and let plants dry in between waterings. Moreover, you can help prevent the roots from sitting in water by adding a porous material to your potting mix, such as peat moss or shredded bark. Expose soil to sunlight. Another factor preventing the soil from drying out in between waterings is a lack of sunlight. It is important to ensure that your plants are getting ample sunlight because UV radiation from the sun helps inhibit mold growth. Improve air circulation. Increasing the air circulation in your house is another strategy to reduce the chance of mold growth. If the plant is on a windowsill, open the window if the temperatures aren't too extreme. If natural air circulation isn't practical, a small fan blowing across your pots will have the same effect. Plant clusters should be spaced apart to promote better air circulation and lower humidity. You can avoid mold growth by following these tips.